Hey, mixed minds do not learn. And I love this picture that I refer to when people come in for visits on occasion. Hey, I am Dr. Randy Wurts, a neurologically focused pediatric chiropractor devoted to help families live a much better life. And this month we are talking about learning. And let's face it, the school year's coming up. And you might be a parent that's saying, hey, I don't want last year or this next coming year to be like last year, or you're concerned because your child's going into kindergarten and it's like, I don't know if they're really ready for kindergarten and what's happening that way as well. So let's talk about why mixed minds don't learn and what creates a mixed mind. So a mixed mind, when I refer to, we get all this input going into the brain right here. All this stuff is happening to the brain. So our brain needs good stimulation into the brain. And if it's getting stress stimulation, whether it be physical stress or chemical stress or emotional stress is what's commonly referred to, that's going to scramble the brain. Now, some stress is good. It helps actually build the brain, but excessive stress, maybe difficult pregnancy, there was stress during pregnancy for mom. Well, that gears that child's nervous system towards stress. So they're thinking, stressful world coming out, we're going to have problems. If the baby's dealing with NICU stays for a month or so, even for a day or a week, that has an effect on the nervous system, the development of the child. You throw in colic, and now it all starts to compound and gather up when you have meltdowns and the child's just not able to really function. And we start to see kids that have problems in school, well, they had problems with their nervous system all throughout life too, and it's not geared towards learning. It's actually more geared towards survival. So what happens is the brain becomes mixed. It becomes disorientated, it becomes distracted because we're more concerned about survival rather than learning and growing and integrating information that we need in a classroom. Or sometimes it's just hard to sleep, so I can't settle down. So the brain becomes what I call mixed. It becomes unbalanced. It's not conducive to sitting in a classroom. It's actually more geared towards your habit of survival mode. So think about this. If you have a muscle and you exercise it, it's going to get bigger. But if you exercise it extensively over and over and over again, well, that muscle starts to break down, starts to degrade. Well, likewise with the brain too. If you wear it out, it's excessive stress. You're constantly inundated with stress. Where the brain can't process information, well, that's going to wear that out too. And so how does chiropractic fit in? Because I know some of you might be scratching your head. Why is a chiropractor talking about learning and growth and development? Well, I tell you what, I am going to share my story in a video later on this month, but this will really set the precedence for this as well because the brain is wired for stress. It's a habit that the brain has learned to develop to survive, not really grow and understand the world, but to reset the brain. So it's a neurological reset. When a person gets chiropractic care, it's a neurological reset for the nervous systems to start rewiring itself. First, the goal is to calm down the brain, relax the brain so the brain can process, and then rewire the brain to good habits. So the brain can slow down, so it can rewire, so it can integrate information that the teacher is saying, or just slow down so maybe they can sleep better, so they can function better. And then also to reinforce those good habits. Hey, we got good neural connections. Let's reinforce those habits so the body can function better and process information better. Hey, I know this might be something new to you. I know this is like, wow, I never thought about going to a chiropractor to do this, because you're going to do the tutoring. You are going to try to, if a child's exhausted, you're going to try to get them more sleep. But there's an underlying fundamental problem that causes a lot of these issues with a child functioning in school. There's a lot of fundamental underlying issues that cause a person from even working or functioning at work. It's just the child's in school and you're at work. It's the same thing. It's just a different application. That neural input into the brain, that stuck in stress model of the brain, is not going to allow that brain to integrate and process information. And to calm that brain down, to calm that nervous system down, is going to help that child throughout their school and function better and have better self-esteem too when they can start picking up these concepts. Hey, I am Dr. Randy Wurts, pediatric chiropractor. Hope this was helpful to you. And if you know somebody whose child may be struggling, please pass this on. Let them know that there's someone out there that can help them, especially if they tried a lot of different things and they don't want this school year to be like last school year. Take care. Take care. Bye-bye. Get out and play.